Good morning, everybody. How are we doing in Pip Town today? I am very excited to announce that I have finished my farm for the Yeti all the way up to 7 stars. It took me right to the end of the event. I managed to finish it this morning, early this morning, with my full batch of event energy. I managed to snag the Snowy Attacker. We're going to go over his statistics, we're going to see some gameplay for him, and we're going to discuss the December calendar. But before we do any of that, I do have to let you guys know, in case you couldn't tell by the background, I am in a different room of the house today. I am in a much more public area of the house today. So if you hear a bunch of people in the background running around, making noise, if you hear people talking to the dog, her name is Betty. I am still in Austin, Texas, but we fly back to New York today. So as of tomorrow, I will have my normal setup. We will be back to usual with my old microphone, my green screen behind me. So just bear with me for today while we go through. My sister is here taking video footage of me streaming in her dining room right now. Hi, Sydney.
Hello.
There you go. That's Sydney. I don't know what she's doing or where she's going to post all of this footage, but she's making sure that she understands that I am just this big a nerd. So, let me go ahead and start by saying hello to everybody who has joined us this morning. Woof! You guys have been very active in the chat already. Extreme Gamer, Theo, Cowabunga, Fernando, Mike, Kate, the Pargwell, who am I missing? Sawa. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Let me very quickly go through what you guys have all been saying so far. Theo, thank you for the congratulations on the Yeti. You know that I was spending, at the end, I think I was spending closer to about 1,500 gems per day to try to get him, and I got him. I'm very happy about this. So there you go. I must have farmed extra hard, spent more gems than usual on this brick pace, and managed to just get 6 stars. Theo. Yeah, it was close, but yes, as I said, I was spending like 1,500 gems for the last couple of days, and I did manage to squeak it out. Let's see. Extreme, nowhere near unlocking the Yeti yet. Don't worry about it, because to be completely honest with you, the Yeti, while being a very good character, is probably not a character you need to farm, if I'm being completely honest, but he'll come around. He'll continue to come around. They're not going to get rid of all of those brick pace events anytime soon, especially because they're already ready to go. Fernando asked, is there a 6th Primo node? Fernando, to the best of our knowledge, no. Primo is still only going to be unlockable at 5 stars. We will get to all of that in a second. Mike posted on Facebook about the lack of happiness on the December calendar. Yes, I agree with you, my dude. Look in the game for missed content. I missed no content, got all the master characters. We'll probably farm Quincy for the next time the ghost appears. Not a bad idea. The Quincy event is the best one. Kartovsky is very good counter to Ninjagos. Yes, Cowabunga, very good point. Is it impossible to obtain Primo in 6 or 7 stars? Pargwell, yes. At the moment, it is impossible to get Primo above 5 stars. Although they announced on Discord there will be more events than those announced for the Christmas period, we'll wait and see. Yeah, so Cowabunga is hinting at, basically they announced the December calendar for all of the like regularly scheduled events, but it seems like they're going to have some surprise Christmas events that we just don't know about yet, and we're all very excited to see what those eventually are. Let's see. Why not 6 stars for Primo? We already have Ghost and Woo at 6. Yes, Theo. I believe that the old team probably would have, but also I believe that the old team probably wouldn't have pushed out the Primo event this soon. We had him pretty recently, and no one needs him for anything. Nobody's farming a city team. Nobody's clamoring for Primo. You know what I mean? So I doubt that they would have pushed out this event at all, to be completely honest with you. My guess is they're not sure they'll be able to bring everything they want to in time, so they prefer not teasing anything they won't be able to bring. Cowabunga, I think you're probably very right there. The new dev team has been very careful with their communication, erring, in my opinion, on the side of not having enough of it, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yeti for now is my best character, near to 20k. Nice, Pargwell, very nice. Ask her what level her Yeti is at. Slab, Meathead. First off, hello, Slab Meathead. Secondly, ask who what level her Yeti is at. The second is Magisto. The third is Hiker. Very nice, Pargwell. Magisto is an excellent character. Is Primo worth getting? Primo is worth getting if you already have the castle characters, or if you're planning to use the castle characters anyway. The castle characters, now I'm going to go ahead, I think I've caught up on most of your conversation, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the game here. Primo is a pretty good character. It's just that the city team is relatively weak. Right now there's really only one way to run a city team, and it's with the Arctic Glider and Explorer Aurora. And the castle team that you have to put together in order to get Primo is also a pretty good team, admittedly. Now, they can function pretty well in the arena. It's very easy to stay in the top 50 of the arena with a castle team. The castle team can be very, very effective at running through the Brickspedition, which of course is the largest single piece of content in the game right now. So if you have the castle team, or are interested in farming the castle team, or are interested in getting Primo for the eventual city rework that we know is going to come, because it has to come, because right now the city characters just aren't good enough, then I would say Primo is definitely worth farming. But I would not put him at the top of your list. Hopefully that answers all of your questions there. Oh, Slab, ask my sister what level her Yeti is at. Yeah, Sydney does not play this game. Okay, so the December event calendar. I don't even need to show you the calendar because there's only 3 things on it. And those things are Primo's event from December 4th to December 13th. Blacktron 2, that is the Quincy Brick Pace event. That's December 11th until Christmas. And then from Christmas through the new year is the Master Wu Master event. Now, as far as we understand at the current point in time, the Primo event and the Wu event and the Blacktron 2 event are all going to be exactly the same as they were before. Meaning, if you already have Primo unlocked at 5 stars and you already have Wu unlocked at 6 stars, there's going to be nothing new in either of these 2 events. That is honestly a bit of a disappointment, I would say. What's the point in running the event if it's exactly the same as it was before? Now, on a good note, that does allow new players to get caught up if you've managed to get the required characters in time to be ready. So if that's the case, guys, go ahead and focus on your pirates for the Master Wu event. The Primo event starts in 2 days. So if you're not ready already, then you're not ready yet. You're not going to get ready. If you're not ready already, then you're not going to be ready by the time you need to be ready. There you go. Just to use the word ready as many times as possible. Primo comes out in 2 days. If you do not have your castle characters, you will not be able to get them in time. Don't worry about it. Focus on the Blacktron 2 event if you're really interested in getting that character for the space team. At present, Quincy is the only character on the space team who can heal. Gorwell is the other character who can heal, but she's completely unfarmable unless you get really lucky with your premium packs. So, if you want a little bit of a healer on your space team, then you have to get Blacktron Quincy. Otherwise, you can let that one go as well, or use the currency that you get in that event to unlock any of the space characters that you still need, which really shouldn't be any of them. You really should spend your event energy in the Quincy event to try and get Quincy. The only exception to that would be if there are tier 4 set upgrading tools or tier 4 ability materials. You might want to consider getting those as well. And then the Master Wu event. Now, we do have an entire month, a little bit less than a month, about 3 weeks, a little more than 3 weeks, before the Master Wu event goes live, and a full month before the Master Wu event ends. That should be enough time for all of you to get your pirates up to some degree, so that at the very least you should be able to unlock Master Wu. Now, I unlocked Master Wu at 6 stars with Cookbart, Pegleg, Argenta, Darwin, and Private LeQuay. So it is possible to do it with the fully farmable characters. But now that you have Valiant, Hank, and Scarlet available for farm in the various stores, you should have an even easier time unlocking Master Wu, and he is an excellent character. So, if you're wondering what to focus on for this month, my bet would be to focus on getting your pirates up if you haven't already so that you can get ready and grab Master Wu when he comes at the end of the month. I think all that being said, it's time to get into the game here, folks. Let's showcase what the Yeti can do. But first off, what did you guys have to say? Extreme, you do have a full castle team, but not on the level. Then Extreme, my suggestion to you is don't worry about it. Just let Primo go. You don't need him at this moment anyway. And to be honest with you, they will definitely release him again. At least I would release him again the next time I was going to do a city update, because that would be the perfect time to release him again, because people might really, really want him. So I would say if you want him, then for this month, focus on your pirates. Next month, maybe you build up that castle team so that you're ready when the next time he comes around. Fernando, I'm kind of ticked that Wu is already back. Yeah, I agree with you, Fernando. It seems kind of lazy. He was here not too long ago, and it seems a little weird that they would be re-releasing him already. So that said, if you are a new player, take advantage of it, because if you're an old player, this probably does nothing for you. I had farmed Castle to 6 stars just for Primo's 6-star node. Oh yes, Theo, I hear what you're saying there. And yes, that's super, super obnoxious. Let's see. Quincy is also useful to counter pirate teams, even if they're not the current meta anymore. Well, Cowabunga, the pirate teams still hit extraordinarily hard, so they are still incredibly useful teams. So that's a good point. His heal is dependent on buffs on the other team. Right, Mike. So Quincy is really good against castle teams, for example, as well, because they have so many buffs that they put out that it actually increases the quality of his healing. I agree with going for Quincy. I thought I was being smart unlocking Kartovsky since he's the hardest to get, but I haven't really used him once. Yeah, Slab Meathead, Kartovsky is a really good character, but he's got very... he's an excellent character for the things he's excellent at, but he's not excellent at a lot of things, is I think what you're getting at, and you're right. Okay, let's get into the gameplay for today. I need to go ahead and do a bunch of these daily quests because I am very, very close to getting my Explorer Aurora up to gear level 7. I'm also relatively close to getting my Explorer Aurora up to 7 stars, which will be excellent, but it will not happen today. I think I need 37 more tiles for her, and of course, as you guys can see, I'm low on cash as well. So being low on cash, this is all going to have an effect. However, I have now finished using my gems to get 7-star Yeti. Look at him. There he is. Almost 45,000 awesomeness. But what this means is I can start using my gems to start getting Explorer Aurora tiles, which I am going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and start using my gems to refresh my energy like I was doing before. I'm going to try first off to finish off my Explorer Aurora node to get her to gear level 7. Then I'm going to go back in here and be spending my energy to refresh the nodes for her actual tiles. So let's go ahead and get these 2 sets of 50 gem energy like we do. Let's come back here and notice that I only need 1 piece of gear. I just need 1 Fancy Armor 3. So cross your fingers, I should be able to get it right here without having to spend any refreshes. I just need 1. Come on, Gameloft, give me the goods. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Yes! Oh my god, I got exactly 1 in all 6 attempts, but 1 is all that I needed, so there. I accept you, sir. And I will go ahead and create this piece of gear, put it on Explorer Aurora, and get her up to gear level 7. Then I think, even though she's not 7 stars, I can swap her into my arena team and show you the arena team and the Brickspedition team that I'm working with right now. What do we have going on? You look poor without your stacks of gems and gold. Yeah, extreme, right? I had to spend so much of it to farm the Yeti and to level him up and everything else. It was a big, big hit. Okay. Explorer Aurora goes up to gear level 7. Let's check out the stats on her. Max health 14,000. Her attack super weak. Her defense 450. This is going to make Explorer Aurora very, very squishy. However, when we star her up, she will get a little bit less squishy. She's only going to be at about, what is that, a little over 15,000 health. Her defense is still pretty low. and her attack is still pretty low. But remember that she has an extraordinary 25% dodge chance. So this makes Explorer Aurora relatively difficult to take down. She is pretty slow, and she does have relatively low defense. So if you hit her, she gets hit for a lot, but it's pretty hard to hit her. Now, let's take a look at the stats for the Yeti, because these are truly remarkable. Remember that the Yeti is classified as an attacker, but he has 16,000 health, and he has 1,200 defense. That's huge. 1,200 defense puts him on par with characters like Valiant. To show you Valiant, by contrast, now Valiant is at 6 stars, gear level 7, and his defense is at about 1,000. If you star him up, his defense goes up to about 1,100, and then if you add on all the rest of the gear to get him to gear level 7, he gets to about 1,300 defense. But he's a classified tank character. So as an attacker character, the Yeti is extremely resilient. His damage is also pretty decent, especially because he does extra damage against dizzy characters. His primary attack has the ability to attack twice. So all in all, the Yeti is extraordinarily strong. He really, really is. Now, before we get out of here and forget, I know that I spent some gems for some extra energy. Let's go ahead and go back in here and pay for the refresh for Explorer Aurora's nodes here. We're going to be doing this until we get her up to 7 stars, which, given my ability to spend gems on refreshes and the fact that her nodes are not the most expensive ones, we should be able to get her up to 7 stars in just a few days, which is going to be perfect because hopefully in just a few days I'll have enough money to afford it again. Let's go ahead and do our monolith energy since we're sitting here. I already got my Blacktron Dwayne tiles, and as you guys have seen before, now I am farming the monolith waste. Farming the monolith waste because I want to start... whoops, this is what I was looking for. Farming the monolith waste because I want to start farming the master store for Willa. I just got the Yeti. I am already setting my sights on Willa and that magical team. We'll go through that when we look at the Brickspedition as well. Cowabunga asks, so, did you not get Quincy? Oh no, Mike asks of Cowabunga. I did, but only through the nodes. I didn't buy his tiles in the store. Yeah, I unlocked Quincy too, but just like barely. Ah, oh, come on, what is that? 0 tiles of LeQuay in 11 attempts? Terrible. I'm hoping that the drop rate is reworked slightly, as you could get 2+, but that might happen twice in one farm. Okay. And Mike got the Yeti to 6 stars just in this event. So, Mike, the Yeti, even at 6 stars, I can tell you, because I've been using him, is still very, very strong. A very, very good pull. Do you think we will eventually see a brand new event for a brand new character? Extreme Gamer, yes. I mean, we have to, because that's the only way they keep the game going, right? People are not going to continue to spend money on the same stuff over and over and over again, because eventually you'll have it all. So they're going to have to incorporate new things. They're going to have to incorporate new characters. They're going to have to incorporate new game modes, new sets, everything, in order to keep the income pipeline going, to be completely honest with you, if for no other reason. But yes, for sure we will see new events with new characters come out. We're going to see new bags. We're going to see new gear pieces. They will increase the level at some point again. I don't know when. None of that has been reported, but they'll have to do it because it's how the game works. Okay, so I think at this point we've done most of that farming. Let me go ahead and finish out this event. This event energy, I should say. We don't know if we're going to get any more Yeti tiles, but even if we do, they can go straight into the Master Store. Hey, look at that! 3 more Yeti tiles going straight into the Master Store. Brilliant. So, let's go ahead and let's start by doing an arena battle with our new team, shall we? So I'm going to go straight for this rank 73 team here right at the top. Now the one thing that you will see that is a weakness of my team is that I will not have anybody who can remove taunt. So that is going to be a struggle. But I've been playing with the team for a little bit now, and that's not necessarily a problem, and I'll show you why in just a second. Now, the one thing that we really have to worry about here is that Barnabas actually can remove taunt on his second turn. So we're going to start by trying to get, what's his name, Pegleg, out of the way, because you just kind of have to. We're going to put Dizzy all over him. Now we get this taunt up on Barnabas. Now I am actually going to wait to taunt with my Yeti, because I want Barnabas to actually use his special ability that will remove a taunt before I actually put a taunt on my Yeti, if that makes sense. So we're just going to keep this going around. Ooh. Okay, that's going to be... Oh, well, it might not be much of a problem, to be completely honest with you. There it is. So now we can put this taunt up. Boom. And we get the retribution or the payback on our Yeti. That's excellent. Now we're going to go ahead while the Yeti has his taunt up. And everybody on the enemy team, with the exception of their Magisto, has only single target hits. That's very important because it means that we don't need to heal anybody else while the Yeti has the taunt up. Now in this case, we are going to try to remove that Dizzy. Come on. Oh! We remove everything except the Dizzy. But it's kind of alright because we can put the 100% damage reduction on the Yeti instead, making him completely immune to everything, essentially. And then we can come right back in here, and I think now, since he's already pretty low, we'll just go ahead and take down Barnabas to the best of our ability. Ah, okay, here we go. So now his taunt is gone. This should inflict people with debilitate, but he's going to heal if we put it on him. So we're just going to do the basic attack here. No extra attacks while the Yeti has Dizzy. So this is going to be a little bit slow, but we will actually be able to get around. I have a little bit of faith here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and heal my Magisto. So now it looks like we really need to focus down. Great. Now the Yeti is still immune to damage, so we sink that ultimate from Redbeard and take 0 damage. Amazing. All right, now we really want to be able to get down our... Come on, get the Dizzy on him. There it is. Now that we have the Dizzy on him, ooh, I'm going to go ahead and do some extreme damage. Let's see how hard I can hit him. Miss! Oh, no! I guess it's a good thing we didn't use the Yeti's ultimate on that one, because I don't want that miss at all. Alright, come on, Barnabas. We got to take you down. We only have 2 minutes left to go here. Barnabas, get that miss in there. Great. Now, Yeti, come on. Now, we might end up getting another hit or two from Redbeard on this one, but really we just need to focus on taking down Barnabas, please, and thank you. Now I'm going to go ahead and smack around. Oh no! We get another miss! So unfortunate with all of this missing. Explorer Aurora, keep everybody alive for me, please. And now Magisto comes out with his big hit. Everybody has debilitate. That means everybody's turn meter is going to go straight down to 0 because of this. We'll take the opportunity. We'll get rid of Magisto. We'll take this opportunity and see if we can't knock out... Alright, let's go ahead and bring Magisto back to life. Thank you, Explorer Aurora. And see if we can get him down. Brilliant, we do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do some special damage. Amazing. Let's go ahead and put our counter. Yes, now they take down Explorer Aurora. That's actually perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and take out Cook Bart first because we don't want him getting that heal off. We only have 1 minute to go. It's going to be down to the wire. But I think, as you can see from the way that this went, there was never, ever a fear that I was going to lose this battle. It just took a little bit longer to get around. We always had the ability to heal. We always had the ability to protect people using Kelvin and Cold specials, and we actually didn't even need to use them all that much. Now, this was an excellent battle to showcase that this team has a lot of survivability, but because we got that really early Dizzy on the Yeti, we didn't get to showcase the raw damage potential that the Yeti brings to the table. So we will be showcasing that as we go further on in the day. We will be showcasing that in the Brickspedition, and we'll be showcasing that in another arena battle once the time resets. Now, what do you guys have to say about it? Did you have the opportunity to test this team against Magisto's tower? Cowabunga, no, I have not had the opportunity to test it against Magisto's Tower. There are not a lot of Magisto's Tower teams above 50. Most of the Magisto's Tower team is so powerful that if you have it, you're basically below 50 and just sitting there. And the only struggle with my Chilgisto team, or my Chilto team, my Chisto team? What did I decide to call it the other day? Chisto? Chilto. Chillo. We're going with Chillo. The only problem with the Chillo team is, to be honest with you, when it's on defense, it performs okay, but it's pretty easy to get around. As you saw with the battle that I just fought, for example, if somebody had been controlling the other team and my team had been on auto battle mode, it would have been pretty easy for them to defeat me. But that Magisto's Tower team is tough. If we see one, I will definitely make an attempt at it. Ensar, what's up, dude? Before all that, we want raids, says Extreme. Yes, Extreme Gamer, we do want raids more than anything else in this game right now. And the devs know that. It is not a secret at all. They've got to be working hard to release them. I mean, if they don't get raids out, if they don't give all of the guilds an actual reason to interact with one another, pretty soon they're going to start losing people. I know they've already been losing some people, but they're going to start losing people faster than they get new people. Now look at all of these extra tiles that I have to help me farm that master store. Just incredible. 310 tiles from the morning. This is basically enough to farm throughout an entire day. I get enough master currency to farm at least one Willa node, one Willa purchase almost every single day, which is very, very cool. Let's come into our challenges, finish those up. Support characters, I think we're already at gold with this one. Great. Cowabunga, given the time you took to beat that team, I'm afraid it would have just timed out on you. Yeah, Cowabunga, there's a good chance that that would be the case. The big struggle here is trying to keep Dizzy off of the Yeti. So we got unlucky twice. One, the pirates using the Forbidden Island have a chance to randomly apply a debuff on you, and they randomly applied Dizzy on me. Second, I got applied Dizzy from their Magisto. And third, when I went to go and remove debuffs using my Kelvin, it has a chance to remove 1 or 2 debuffs, and it did not remove the Dizzy. So we actually got very, very unlucky with the RNG there. And if the Yeti had had his counter ability, he would have done a lot more damage, and that battle would have ended a lot more quickly. We'll see if I can showcase that for you in a second here. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. Willa has the ability to apply a random debuff on her basic. Yeah, Willa's a pretty powerful character. She's just very, very hard to farm, which is the main reason why nobody has her at the moment. All right. Starring you up, Explorer Aurora. We're going to pay another 25 gems to unlock this node for you. Give me all them Explorer Aurora tiles. Alright, what are you going to give us, Explorer Aurora? Another 1 tile, so it looks like we need, what is that, 33 more tiles for Explorer Aurora before she is up at 7 stars. And we still have 2 refreshes left that we can afford. Oh wait, maybe I'll get a couple extra here. Let's go ahead and loot this one. Come on, give me those Explorer Aurora tiles. That's all I want. It's all I really need. There's 2 more, bringing it down to 31 tiles left before I can Explorer Aurora at 7 stars. All right, let's go into the Brixpedition for today and look at what we have set up. Now that I have my Chillo team ready to go, I'm looking at farming up the Magisto's Tower team because it is awesome. I am going to need a few more tiles for my Magisto's Tower. I think that I have, let's see. Yeah, so I have the 50 to get it up to 4 stars. That leaves 46 left over, and I need a total of 75, which means I need 29 more tiles. And look at this. Look what they're giving me today. 1, 2, 3, 6 Magisto's Tower tiles, all on one day. That's huge, and it is absolutely the most tiles that you can get offered to you in a particular Brixpedition event. I'm super excited for it. Let me go ahead and go in here, and I think I want to save this team. No, it's already my saved team. Excellent. And let's just start running through it, guys. Now, you will actually get to see how powerful the Yeti is on this team, probably about halfway through the Expedition, because until then, most of the teams that we fight are relatively weak, right? So, we'll showcase it. And Spaceman Gens, Pargwell. Yes, Spaceman Gens is supposed to come out with raids whenever raids come out. So, we'll see when that happens, if that happens. Alright, let's go ahead and take you down, sir. You need to get out of here, Senor Magisto. Then we're going to go ahead and pop with the Yeti. Now he'll just kill everybody. Watch this. And you're dead. Alright, let's see if we can take out Princess Storm. Oh my goodness, Explorer Aurora, you hit like a wet noodle. Okay, we've got only Gorwell left, and Gorwell dies. Now, the reason for putting Magisto on this team instead of, say, Zane for the full chill guarantee is a few reasons. One, Magisto's ultimate can add Dizzy, and when the characters have Dizzy, the rest of the chill team gets a huge boon to their ability to remove turn meter, for their ability to deal extra damage. The Yeti deals an extra 100% damage to characters that have Dizzy. Commander Colt's basic does 50% extra damage against characters that have Dizzy, and there are lots of other effects that they apply, and having Magisto's guaranteed Dizzy on his ultimate is key. Additionally, whenever Magisto is alive and somebody counters, they heal for 10% of their max health. Now the Yeti, hopefully, whenever he taunts, is going to get at least one crit and therefore get payback, so he has that guaranteed chance to counter, which means that he's going to heal. He also has a chance when he gets hit to actually counter twice, because his basic has the ability to fire off an extra time, which means not only can he can heal twice in a given round. Let's see if we actually get the opportunity to see it happen. Looks like we actually aren't going to, because I think Magisto might just kill everybody. But like I said, further on in the bricks, we'll see this more and more and more as the Yeti actually gets more opportunities to hit people because, you know, they don't die in one hit. Additionally, check out this ultimate, or check out this third ability. Let's see how much damage it's going to deal here. Double damage because of the Dizzy. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? 21,000 damage. And it wasn't even an ultimate ability. That's because the Dizzy on the enemy character makes him do 2 times as much damage. He had debuffs, which means that the ability already does 200%. That's 400% damage against the character. That ability, when it hits hard, guys. Hard. Now we're on Castle and Collectible. This will be pretty interesting. What do we want to do here? I think we'll keep it exactly like it is, to be completely honest with you. We'll add in a guild ally on this one just to make it go a little faster. We'll put in the Ghost of Doom. God, it's so loud. The ghost is so loud. Wow, listen. Oh my gosh, Ghost. You're so loud, Ghost. Extreme Gamer asks, do you think we can expect raids by December 31st, or is that too much to expect from the new development? Honestly, Extreme, I would not expect raids to come out that quickly, if I'm being completely honest with you. I wish that they would, and I have been saying for a long time that they probably would, but now that we've gotten into it, I don't know that I was correct. Or to say it another way, I think I may have been very wrong about that. This new development team is really, really taking their time to get things moving, which is good, hopefully, because, or I should say, hopefully that's a good thing, because it might mean that they are taking the time to do things right. And if that's the case, I am all for it. But like I said, they are taking a very long time to get things done, and I think that they would have announced that raids were coming if they knew that they were coming. So we'll see, but unfortunately, I don't think they will. Theo says, I reckon they'll drop on December 32nd. Burn arrow. Okay. What are you guys talking about over here in Twitch? Had a work call. Can we start over? Slab Meat asks. Slab, don't worry about it. We're getting through all the same stuff. You will see it all a lot. I had a month where I needed just 8 tiles for 5 stars and got none. Mike, you're talking about Magisto's Tower, I imagine? Yeah. Magisto's Tower is super powerful, and the fact that they've offered me up 6 tiles in one day, that's pretty huge. Okay, let's go ahead and clear out this Magisto's Tower node using our regular team of the day. We'll use our Chillo team, and then after this, we'll actually go back into the arena and see what teams we can find. And if there's a Magisto's Tower team, we'll see if we can beat it. All right. Oh, this is going to be an excellent team to showcase this against. Okay. So, we don't have anybody that applies Dizzy by default. That's a good thing. We also, however, do not have anybody who can take down Scarlet's taunt. So, we're going to have to spend a couple of waiting moves here. And I think actually, yeah, we'll do a little of this here. Now, the Yeti, I'm going to do a basic attack because if I use his taunt now, then Scarlet is going to just remove it. So instead, we want Scarlet to use her buff removal, there she goes, before we actually get around to our own team. Now in this case, it just so happens that their, what's his name, Pegleg, I don't know why I can never remember Pegleg's name. It just so happens that their Pegleg actually lost 50% health before I had the chance to apply Dizzy to him. So unfortunately, it looks like we might end up getting just a fair amount of counterattacks from him. But I think we're going to end up being alright here. Okay. Now I know Valiant already has Dizzy, and he also already has Taunt, so I can't target anybody else. So let's go ahead and hit everybody with Magisto's ultimate, and we have to hope that it applies Dizzy to some extra folks. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my gosh, it got Dizzy on everybody. Oh wow, watch this coming from the Yeti right now. I mean, honestly, ooh. Yeah, alright. Now, I could have used the Yeti's third ability and probably just outright killed Scarlet, but I wanted to get his taunting up. I wanted to get his taunt up so that he can fight, so that he can fire back against people, really. Now, he's not going to fire back. Oh, yes. Look at that. His basic attack just hit for 5,000 twice. That is monstrous. Monstrous. I love it. Let's remove some pep from Ye Old Redbeard. Let's remove some more pep from Ye Old Redbeard. And take out Ye Old Redbeard. All of that Dizzy damage, being able to remove that pep. What was that? He only got 2 turns, I think. He had 2 tanks protecting him. And Redbeard still only got 2 turns in that entire battle. There's the power of your Yeti, guys. 5,000 damage on a basic attack twice. And his increased health, plus the payback means that it can hit anybody, including if there's a taunt up on the board. Alright. Here's a Magisto's Tower, but this team is weak. That's not the team you want to see it against. Can we find a Magisto's Tower that actually matters? Looks like the answer is currently no. So we just have to keep battling down further in the ranks to see if we can get ahead and find a low Magisto's Tower. So let's go ahead and fight this team here. Let's see how much damage we can do to the enemy Redbeard before the taunt goes off. Okay, now the most important thing that we can do to Redbeard is basically just prevent him from having as many turns as possible. Now we also need to remember that Argenta has the ability to place Dizzy with her second ability. So we got to keep all of that in mind as we come around. So let's go ahead and do a basic hit here. Oh wait, can we just take him out? Let's just take him out. There it is, 9,000 damage on that Yeti assassination, because that's really what it is. That Yeti just assassinates. Now, we're going to go ahead and grab a little bit of damage reduction. Let's do some taunt removal. I mean, some debuff removal. Oh, woo. Forced to come out of stealth. And this is perfect because that means that Argenta has already used her Dizzy. Now, we got the taunt, but there were no crits attached to it. What does that mean? That means that the Yeti does not get payback. But here's another bonus of having Magisto on your team. We can put the heal on him and give him that payback. Now, Wu is going to use his heal. Oh yeah, the Yeti just gonna smack everybody around. Look at this. Firing out that damage. You can't take down my Yeti anymore. I've got damage reduction on him, or rather I have defense up on him, plus that payback, plus Magisto is alive, which means that everybody that he hits is going to be taking damage. Extra damage. Oh yeah, look at this. This is looking good. And now the Yeti, is the Yeti going to come out with his ultimate? Oh no, he's going to be locked out of his ultimate by Wu. But I think it's going to be too little too late here, if I'm being completely honest, because everybody's going to come in and just get rocked by the Yeti. Look at these attacks that he's just firing back at everybody. Cook Bart, done. Argenta, done. All because of the Yeti's counterattacks. And Wu stands alone, but just can't handle it. There you go, guys. That is the Yeti Beast. The Yeti Beast. So, something to note against Magisto's tower that might save us. If we can keep the Yeti without getting Dizzy applied to him, then we have a good chance of being able to take down those Magisto's towers because of all of the countering. Now, I know that if you hit somebody in Magisto's tower that's about to die, they get hardy, and then if they have hardy, it becomes stealth, right? And we can't counter against people who have stealth. But that's when I have Kelvin and Commander Cold on my team with the Ice Station Odyssey set. Because remember, when they do special attacks, that gives people who have stealth a 40% chance to lose their stealth entirely. So that's how that works. Alright, premium bag, guys. What are we getting in the premium bag today? I want to see it. Put those votes in there, guys. Put those votes in for what the premium bag is going to showcase for us today. Is it going to be 200 Gorewell tiles? That would be the best thing we could possibly get. Let's hit collect and see what we get. I'm going to say 12 Kelvin from the premium bag. That's what Theo is saying. Mike says 12 Street Sweeper tiles. Cowabunga says 15 Kai tiles. Let's see what everybody thinks. Are you correct? It's going to be 30 Commander Cold tiles. That is a huge pull for me, to be completely honest, because remember, that's 300 Master Tiles. You already saw me get 310 Master Tiles today. Now, through our normal farms, plus the premium bag, it's another 370. That's almost 700 Master Tiles, Master Currency, pulled in a single day. That's like, what, a Willa and a half? A Willa and 2/3, I suppose, if you will. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, at some point, I probably am going to have to farm these fancy apples again. I'm going to need 41 more of them in order to gear up my Basil the Batlord. But until I have Willa, I'm not really worried about it. But I do have a lot of great stuff going on. So let's see. Mike asked, did I vote in GKM's poll? Yes. For anybody who is not aware, GKM, another content creator, put together a poll asking what collectible minifigures you would like to see enter the game. And then he put a list of every collectible minifigure with pictures of the minifigure. It's a very well done poll. And he asked for anybody who wanted to, basically, to vote in it. So yes, I did vote in it. I don't know if anybody is listening to his poll or seeing what he had to say, but it was very, very fun. And yeah, we'll have to hope that they do listen a little bit. Slab is asking, should I work on this chill team? I do have the 6-star Yeti or Ninjago. Dojo is probably the choke point on that team for me, but I have pretty much everything except a city team in terms of roster. And we need some way to do roster reviews. So Slab, your chill team will be able to get you pretty far, if I'm being completely honest, I love the Chill team for all of the synergy, but the strongest team right now is definitely the Magisto's Tower Magical team. So if you have a full roster of characters already, it might be smart for you to do something similar to what I'm doing here and actually just start farming that Master Store for Willa. And if you have enough 7-star characters on your roster already, it should go pretty darn fast for you. Oh, come on, Yeti. Get all of those counters. I love the Chill team, but yeah, I think that it would be very easy at this point for you to actually skip the Chill team and go straight for Magisto's Tower. As of right now, there's really no reason not to. Magisto's Tower is clearly the strongest one in the game, in my opinion. Okay, let's go ahead and take down. So this is a basic Yeti special, 5,000. That's without the enemy having any debuffs and without the enemy having dizzy. Just a basic special, and it still did 5,000, so it still hits pretty darn hard. Theo, that was way better than expected. Yes, you're talking about my pull from the premium bag. I'll take it, man. I will definitely take it. My Magisto's Tower team is in progress, not Willa with Trader Transport and Basil. Slab, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. But one of the things to note, actually, about the Magisto's Tower team, and this is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my roster real fast so that I can show you guys what I'm about to say, is that if you look at the Magisto's Tower team and what you actually need for it, you're going to need Wu, Magisto, Willa, Basil, and then some 5th character that synergizes pretty well. Now, there's a couple of other ways to sneak that around. Some people will do Magisto, Willa, Basil, and then a full Spooky team. I've seen it with the Spooky Girl and maybe Wu. But there's a lot of other options to play with to actually make this team really, really powerful. If you have Magisto, Master Wu, and Willa the Witch, it's kind of hard to do it without... Well, you can do Magisto's Tower without Willa the Witch, and it can still serve you very, very well. You just do Magisto and Master Wu, and then you put any combination of tanks that you want. I've seen the Magisto's Tower with the Castle team, for example, and it can be a real nightmare. You can do Magisto, Basil the Batlord, if you've got him, Master Burnibus, Jester Gogo, and Wu. Those 5 characters are going to be very, very hard to defeat. If you don't have Basil the Batlord, you could put King Brutus in there if you've managed to farm him up. And Magisto, Wu, Burnibus, Jester Gogo, and King Brutus, that's an incredibly tough team to defeat because of the constant switching around of who's doing all of the taunting. Not to mention, every time you hit Jester Gogo, he heals everybody else. All of the counter damage that people heal for themselves, plus Magisto and Wu have direct heals. It is very, very hard to take down the team. I've also seen some people doing it with Ghost on the team if you manage to get Ghost from the last Master event as well. So Magisto's Tower doesn't have just one team that you can use. There are a lot of different teams that you can put together with Magisto's Tower. Probably more so than any other set, if I'm being completely honest, right? If you're running the Forbidden Island as your set, then you're kind of stuck, right, at what you can actually choose to play. You have to put all of those Buccaneers on there. You've got to have Redbeard. You're going to have Cook Bart. You're going to have Scarlet, most likely, if you've managed to farm her up. And then you only have like 2 open slots. But people who are using Magisto's Tower are putting together some truly, truly interesting teams. Some that are truly difficult to take down. I think that last one that I mentioned, where you have Wu, Magisto, Burnibus, King Brutus, and Jester Gogo, is probably the hardest team to defeat in the entire game. But don't take my word for it. Everybody out there is doing something a little different. Alright. So, we've got the Dizzy up on Explorer Aurora. That's good news. We're going to go ahead and do a taunt with the Yeti. Oh, so close to taking out Explorer Aurora in her entirety. I want to see if I can lock the Yuppie out of actually using his res. Let's see how to do this. Well, it looks like I gotta take down Explorer Aurora and then Try to take down the Yupster. Great. I do take down the Yuppie. Excellent. Now, as long as we don't... Great. Good. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and do a little special on Willa. It's not going to hit massively hard, obviously, because we don't have her with Dizzy or any debuffs, but it should be hard enough. Now, oh, is this going to be brilliant? Yes, it is, because Garmadon has 3 buffs. Putting 3 buffs on him means that Pegleg is going to come around and just say, no dice, sir, no dice. I'm going to stun you with a Malusi. It's going to be very nice. Do a little AoE, take everybody down. Obviously, the zombie is going to come back to life because it's what he does. Now, I'm going to see if I can do a couple of waiting moves here. Just send out a little bit of... darn it. Do a basic attack, that's fine. I was seeing if I could do a couple of waiting moves because I want to get around to the heals on my team to see if I can top everybody off before we go into the next battle. Now, there is another thing that is lacking from the team I'm currently showcasing for you, and that is an AoE healer. But with Magisto's ability to put counter on people and his ability to heal them, plus Explorer Aurora's ability to heal and bring people back to life, you've got a lot of survivability here without actually having to use an AoE healer. EMZ! What's going on, dude? Good to see you. Many people are following the team I had made, which is Ghost, Magisto, Wu, Garmadon, and Lloyd. Excellent. Is that with the Magisto's tower team? Very, very cool. 11 minutes until the end of the event. Yes, Pargwell, it is, and I am not going to have enough energy before we get to the end of the event to actually do any more of its nodes. Don't forget Kelvin's AoE heal off of an enemy counter. Yes, Douglas, that is a very good point. Also, Douglas, hello, welcome to the stream. The only problem with Kelvin's AoE heal is 1, it's very, very small, and 2, it's only a 65% chance of happening, so you can't really rely on it. But yes, it is there, and it does, in some cases, save the day. On Twitch, what are you guys talking about? I think I'm in the original shard with all the tryhards, but I did hit top 100 for the first time yesterday with the MT team. Brilliant, Slab. Well done. Do I think they will go beyond 7 stars? Extreme Gamer asks. No, not for a while. Most games don't. I know that Marvel Strike Force introduced a way to get 7 stars plus, like you can get red stars on top of the gold stars that further improve your stats, so maybe something like that, but I don't think that they'll go above 7 stars. Okay. Now, can we find a Magisto's Tower team that is worth fighting against at this point? It still looks like no. So what's the lowest ranked team we can get to? Here is a castle team. Okay. We're going to go ahead and try against this castle team. This is going to be a struggle because of the sheer amount of healing that happens on this team. Now, we're going to have to start actually by taking down Jester Gogo. If we don't, he's just going to wipe the floor with all of the heals that he constantly hands out. So, we want to be very careful what we do here. I am going to put my first... We do just kind of have to get lucky, but we're going to start... let's see. That's actually, I think, okay. Now, I want to make sure that the first taunt gets put on Jester Gogo. Brilliant. Now, we need to make sure that we slow down Jester Gogo as much as we possibly can. Also, remember, we need to wait a turn before we actually get to taunt with Yeti, because the next thing that's going to happen is that Burnibus is actually going to clear buffs off of somebody. So, let's see what we can get going on here. Jester Gogo, we know it's going to take a second. We actually need to put Dizzy on him. And, oh no! Wait, Jester Gogo's taunt is already gone? That's a bummer. Okay, so now we're going to swap and do something a little bit different here. What I'm going to try to do is use my Yeti's third ability to deal as much damage as I possibly can to Burnibus and see if I can just take him out. Yes! Brilliant. He is gone. Now, we're going to have to be a little bit careful here what we do. We got to watch very closely because a lot of people have that counter ability on them. Brilliant. Now I'm going to need to remove that counter ability from Jester Go-Go so that he does not heal. I can do that by putting Dizzy on him and hopefully anybody else that I possibly can. Okay, here we go. Now, I am going to go ahead and just do a basic attack here. I do want to try and keep Jester Go-Go going as slowly as I possibly can. Now I'm going to put that taunt on my Yeti. Aha! He did not get the counter, but that's okay because we have actually saved the counter and the heal from Magisto. So we'll put that on the Yeti so that now he can do it. And we want to continue to target the Jester with as many attacks as we can to keep removing that turn meter as best we can. Yes, heal yourself, Yeti. Oh, yes, deal all the damage to everybody. We're going to go out here and do some AoE damage, plus put Debilitate on everyone on the team. Okay, Jester Go-Go, you are going down, sir. Good night, Jester. Now, if we can take down Magisto, this would be an excellent pull for us. Wow, something... He didn't get his turn meter removed for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. They go ahead and put the taunt on Verda. An interesting choice, to be sure. Let's go ahead and remove all that turn meter and just keep on hammering down on everybody. Oh, yeah. Just hammer it. Everybody's just getting hammered. Now, I'm skipping all of the heals and all of the protection buffs and things that I can be putting out on people right now because the enemy team is in a very weak position. I know that the next hit against him is going to miss. 2 attacks missed. One that legit got dodged because of his dodgy, and the second one that just got dodged by chance. Oh my goodness, look at what's going on here, guys. We were never in any actual risk of losing this battle. It did take us a little bit of extra time, but that's also because I'm taking an extra moment to just like pause and explain what I'm doing as I'm going through it. But there you go, level 50. I'm now at rank 52 with my Chillo team. And hopefully maybe the next one that we get down below will actually see a Magisto's tower team that we can try and fight against. Kelsey is here standing next to me. She's just watching the stream, seeing how it's going. Everybody say hi, Kelsey. And what do we think of this? Let's see. Castle, Dan. Dan just says castle sucks. Dan, I mean, the castle doesn't suck. The castle is very, very, very resilient, right? Like that's the main power of the castle team is their ability to just simply outlast. Now, we have been playing against, the issue with the castle team is we've been playing against the castle team without any significant changes for so long that we all know how to deal with it now. There's no surprises anymore, is what I think is the biggest deal with the castle team. Okay, can we get a Dizzy out on Redbeard? Wait. Oh, I'm doing this all wrong. I don't need a Dizzy on Redbeard, but I'm going to put it anyway so that he just doesn't get any extra attacks. Now, take a look at what's happening at the moment. We have everybody in stealth, which means that even if the Yeti gets his counter, there won't be anybody to counter against. Unless we pull everybody out of stealth using some of the specials from Kelvin and Commander Cold. Let's see if we get lucky. I'm going to go ahead and put some damage reduction on the Yeti. Ooh, no dice there. Oh no! Nobody gets pulled out of stealth. That is incredibly unlucky. Let's go ahead and remove that taunt from the enemy Winston, and let's see if we can take down one of these characters. It's not going to be a takedown. So you know what? I think I'm just going to do a basic attack instead while we wait for the takedown, because I'm going to apply Dizzy on just about everybody right now with Magisto if I possibly can. I get that. Ooh, the only thing we really need to worry about is whether or not, because he is still stealth, that there is going to be a there's going to be a cleanse coming out from the enemy Redbeard. There probably will be. Let's see what happens. Let's give Kai the ability to miss on his next attack. Yeah, there it is. The cleanse coming out, which means that the Yeti is nerfed a little bit, but still that tank. Oh man, that counter damage by itself right there, 2400, another 2400. That's 5000 payback. I didn't even have to do anything for it to happen. 5000 payback damage against a tank. Look at, what is this dodging? Get out of here, Redbeard, with your dodging. I'm taking you down, sir. Yes, down you go. Down to Davy Jones' locker. We'll go ahead and remove everybody's turn meter now because of their debilitate. Excellent. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. So it looks like there's a bug there that whenever I use Commander Cold's second ability on a character that has debilitate, it doesn't actually remove their turn meter. Take a note, Gameloft. 'Tis a bug, sir. 'Tis a bug. Castle Team was top arena for my shard. Once Pirates and Redbeard starred up, Castle dropped hard. Yes, Dan, that's because the Castle Team does definitely rely on their ability to shift, taunt, and add heals randomly throughout the middle of the fight. Oh no! Level 60 Gear 7 Castle Team required. Oh no, looks like I'm going to miss this particular tile. I do not have a Castle Team that can get around this combination of folks. Unfortunate, but it means that we are going to have to skirt the opposition there, and we're going to miss one Magisto's Tower tile for the day. Not the end of the world, because I still have a long way to go on leveling up my Magisto's Tower, but 'tis what it is. Plus, it's only one tile. I'm not super worried about it. So we're going to come down here and do the bottom one instead. Extreme Gamer says, "Hi, Kelsey," and Mike says, "Hi, Kelsey." She just walked away. I think she's going to get breakfast with my sister. Silly with them headphones on. Is there a Discord server for this, or do you all use the main one or not at all? Slab, a Discord server for what in particular? Because the answer is yes. There are Discord servers for... There are several different Discord servers, actually. We have a Discord server for the Minifigure Empire, the guild that I'm in. We also have a Discord server for, obviously, the main Discord server for the game itself. Oh, do I have my own Discord server? No, I do not. But it is on my list of things to create. My goal is, like, every week to do at least one thing to improve my stream. And adding a Discord server is going to be one of the new ones, especially now. I don't know if you guys noticed. Now that I have my own official YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have been over 100 subscribers long enough that the YouTube Google gods have seen fit to reward me with my own YouTube channel. So, youtube.com/c/MrFancyMatt. And you can see all the videos that I make. Now I just have to upload more videos. So I'm going to start doing a lot more of cropping things out from the recordings that I'm actually making. Some sort of like, I think Yeti footage would be extremely positive for people to see. So that people can actually see how the Yeti actually functions, how to use them. Look at that. Massive, massive crits from the Yeti's payback. Now, the Yeti is definitely going to get dizzied here, which definitely is going to, obviously, remove his ability to counter, but I think we're going to be okay because hopefully I can remove that debuff when it gets around to Kelvin's turn again. But anyway, back to the point you were saying, Slab, yes, I am going to be looking at creating my own Discord server. I am also going to start streaming World of Warcraft Shadowlands now that that is out and people are playing it and interested to see how it's going. So I'm going to have more reasons to have a Discord server. The reason why I didn't have one before is because, to be completely honest, I didn't have quite enough followers for me to really need to worry about it. But now that things are growing, I'm going to get there. Missed messages, Matt. Mike, what did I miss, sir? Or are you talking about missed messages on Discord? Oh, yes. So, If you're new to the chat, another thing to point out is that usually my setup is a little different than this. I usually stream from my apartment in New York. Right now I'm down in Austin, Texas for Thanksgiving, but I am going to be heading back to New York later this evening. Once I'm there, I have more screens and can see more things all at once, including the actual Discord application, which currently I can't see. I'm only using my laptop right now, and then to the side of my laptop, I have my iPad that has my YouTube stream so I can see all you guys talking there, and my phone showing my Twitch stream so I can see all you guys talking there. Captain Flameheart! Hello, Captain Flameheart. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. Oh, goodness gracious. It's the clumsy one! I am not a very big fan of the clumsy one. You guys know this. The node where everybody starts off with clumsy is, in my opinion, really stupid. But here it is. It's happening. Okay. Now, I know that the Yeti is going to miss with one of his attacks, but he should hit with the others. Enough to give him that taunt. Great. I can go ahead and keep him healed up. That's all fine and dandy. He has debuff immunity, which means he ignores the stun coming off of that Lucy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a basic attack here, because now what I'm going to do is heal up and put that counter opportunity on, and then gonna try to pull some people out of stealth. Oh, I pull everybody out of stealth. Yes, absolutely brilliant. We're going to go ahead and put defense up on the Yeti, and we're just gonna let the Yeti work his magic and wreck the enemy team. Look at this going on. Just every attack is going to be countered for extreme damage, especially now that I'm following it up by putting Dizzy on people. And look at the number of people who get Dizzy. This is going to be huge. Dizzy on you. Dizzy on you. Dizzy on you. But we might end up, at a loss here, because I think, the cleanse comes from Redbeard. No good, Nick, Redbeard. No good, Nick. We'll go ahead and take out Kai, though. Kai is the next person who's going to be bringing in the damage that we cannot get to right now. Go ahead and put a little damage reduction and cleanse on my Yeti, sir. Oh, yeah, go for it, Yeti. Just heal yourself against everybody. We're going to do some AoE damage on Spec here. Get that ultimate, put that debilitate on everyone, and now I'm going to keep healing up the rest of my team. We use a little Cook Bart action to get the giant heal, the 10,000 point heal. Oh my goodness, and I love this. All of the turn meter removal allows us to take out Senior Highwayman. We'll go ahead and use another little heal here. Brilliant. Come on down, Lloyd. Come on down. No more turns for you, good sir. You done. Extreme. I really hope their first priority is to get raids ready to be released. Mike said yes, 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 raids is needed more than anything else. If Matt was working at Gameloft, he would get raids out quicker than this. That's very true. If I were working at Gameloft, I would have tried to get raids out like 6 months ago. And no more dodge. They did actually comment. I think you guys saw it. They did actually comment about dodge, and I'm taking full credit for that. That they know that people are sick and tired of the difficulty increase all coming from people's dodge abilities. All right. Oh, here's a Megisto's Tower team. Ooh, Quirky Zeppelin Corsair. Okay, here's a Megisto's Tower team that's worth trying out. Now, again, we're going to have to make sure that we can get through all of the taunting and healing. So our first focus here is still going to have to be to get down Jester Gogo. Are you planning on using Yeti with Megisto's Tower? Dan, I am thinking about it. Now that I have the Yeti at such a high level, I think it would be a good way to go. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove some turn meter from Jester Gogs. Actually, no, I'm not going to remove any turn meter at all. Instead, I'm going to cleanse Commander Cold so that Commander Cold can put Dizzy on Burnibus. And that means that while Burnibus has his taunt up, boom! 8,500 point hit. Ooh, sorry if that was loud in the microphone for all of the booming. Can we take down Burnibus before? No! Magisto! Ruining it for us. But I think we'll be able to take down Burnibus before his taunt is up. Because of his Dizzy, every time we hit him, he's going to continue to lose turn meter over and over and over again. Plus, he can't counter. So, and now we do need to hold on. Hold on, baby, hold on. Yes. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. And the Yeti does not... Oh, he does get inflicted with Dizzy. That's perfectly all right. We're going to come in here and actually put some defense on everybody. Their Woo is coming around. We might end up losing somebody in this fight. And if we do, that might be okay. It'll give us the opportunity to finally actually use our Explorer Aurora to do what Explorer Aurora does. Namely, bringing people back to life. So we'll see how long that actually takes, how far we have to go with it. Ooh, Magisto. Oh, goodness gracious. I would like to take down... I think I still need to take down Redbeard, because I need to take out his ability to actually do extra attacks and things. Now, can I please... Yes. We're going to go ahead. Yeah, we'll turn this into a stun. Oh, but it has the miss! The miss of doom! I'm going to go ahead and grab this retaliate. Yeah. Yeah. Now, let's get a guaranteed miss out of our Redbeard. What is happening? Why is Redbeard not getting anything? Come on, dude. Get out of here. Magisto's tower proving to be very, very difficult to take. Very difficult to take indeed. We're going to need to heal up our Yeti because he is now stunned and unable to do his counters. Ooh, but that was actually a pretty good one. They actually took the Yeti... They took down all of the Yeti's, Yes, okay. Ooh, but this Dizzy on the Yeti is going to be bad news again. Oh, but the Yeti resists! Now, let's see if we can take down Jester Go-Go. This is going to get close, guys. This is going to get close. 1 minute and 45 seconds left. Let's see what we can do. We just have to start just hammering away at everybody down here. Yes. Yes. Let's keep as many debuffs applied as we possibly can. I'm going to put some damage reduction on my Yeti star. Oh, yeah. Let's take down everybody else's turn meter. It's going to be close, guys. It's going to be close. But I have to get Jester Go-Go out. If I don't get Jester Go-Go out, we are sunk, and there's nothing to be done for it. Brilliant. Got that one. The Yeti, we're going to give you the counter. And I think we are going to go for Magisto next. Keeping that Dizzy on him will actually help to remove his turn meter every single time that he gets hit. We just have to hope that we can hit him more than once. And the Dizzy comes off from Magisto. Oh, guys, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. We just have to keep dishing out this damage. Come on, guys. Oh, no, now he has counter. That's not going to help. So we're going to have to switch over to Woo, because Woo does not have the counter and therefore cannot heal himself up. Oh no, guys, 30 seconds and there's just too much magic being done on this team. Come on. No extra hits. Oh man, guys, we're not going to get it. We are going to be timed out on this one. 10 seconds left, and all the animations are so long. And look at this. It's coming down to basically one character being alive right at the end. No! No! Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. There you see Magisto's tower just taking too long to fight against. Man. The timeout is real, guys. The timeout is real. And that Magisto's tower is a pain. Oh, what a pain it is. What a pain it is. I'm sure that there are certain things that I could have done to actually achieve victory in that battle, and the more time I spend playing against Magisto's tower, the more I will start to figure those things out. So, I do believe that the Chillo team is perfectly capable of defeating the Magisto's tower team, but at the moment, it's just so new that I really have to figure out the right order in which to do things. Once I figured that out, I doubt that I'm going to have a problem anymore. Stealthy County Champion. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Theo hit rock bottom, 30 gems. In the words of Freddie Mercury, I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. I still love you, dude. You're still great in my book. Okay. This last Magisto's Tower, 5, level 65, gear level 7, running against the ninjas. So now we got to see who's going to be our best bet against the ninjas. I'm thinking of putting a buddy Wu on my team. I think that's probably what's going to serve me best, actually. The ability to sort of cleanse some debuffs, lock people out of abilities. Yeah. We're going to add a Wu onto the team here and see how we do. Captain. I have a suggestion for my weekly stream improvements. Hats. Matt's hats. Just me wearing hats. Slab, that's pretty funny. It's nice to see you using the chill teams in Ice Station Odyssey. It's a great set and team for Brickspedition. Yes, it is an excellent team for Brickspedition. Alrighty, getting in here. Now, the biggest thing that we need to fight against is actually on this team, Zane. Because Zane has the ability to put Dizzy up on your characters. And as you've seen, if we put Dizzy up on the Yeti, then we lose a lot of his power. Likewise, if he is stunned. Short of that, though, it's excellent to have him available. We get the taunt, ooh, but we do not get the counter damage. Oh, wow. And the Yeti just getting hammered right off the bat. But that's perfectly okay because he doesn't have that counter up and everybody is stealthed anyway. Now he's got the counter up. Ah, and here we go. Pulling some people out of stealth. Yes, we pull everybody out of stealth. I am going to go ahead and take down Zany Boy. Oh no! I horribly miscalculated and thought that Wu had already used his cleanse, but he had not. He had not! So, he uses it now, and he removes all of the goodness from the Yeti that we had worked so hard to put there. Let's see if we can prevent Kai from getting some turns. Now we know that Wu is about to come through with his ultimate and lock everybody else out of their abilities. But it's kind of okay. We need to make sure that we just keep everybody alive to the best of our abilities. Which actually might be a little bit hard if they kill the only two people that I'm relying on to make sure that that doesn't happen. But it's going to be close. Alright, Yeti still alive. We're still good. Nobody's dead, so Explorer Aurora can't bring anybody else back to life. Now, can I get around to Wu before anybody dies? No! I cannot! Oh, Boo earns! I'm going to remove some turn meter here. And I actually need my Explorer Aurora to bring the Yeti back to life first. Now I just need everyone to survive long enough for everybody to heal. Now, I'm going to put this heal, actually, on my Explorer Aurora. Why are you not doing it? There we go. Because the Yeti can actually survive a bit more punishment than my Explorer Aurora. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put a whole bunch of defense-oriented moves on everybody here. I did not need to put that on the Yeti, but I did anyway for some reason. And we're going to actually defeat Naya and Lloyd relatively slowly. I want to take the opportunity for everybody to gain their health back up. And now that the big attackers on the enemy team are gone, it's going to be much easier to do that. Unless, of course, they just continue to dodge everything because they're ninjas and dodge is annoying. But that's alright. It's just going to be slow. It's just going to be very, very slow. There's another dodge. 2,000, another 2,000, another 2,000, another 1,600. We get a heal off for 7,000. We're going to get there. It's going to be slow, but we're going to get there. In the meantime, it's going to give everybody the opportunity to refresh all of their abilities, including Woo's heal, which is the one that we will use next. In fact, I probably shouldn't have actually used Magisto's heal if I'm being completely honest with you, because I should have saved it, because I think Woo is about to get his heal right now. This is a big trick to fighting the ninjas for anybody out there who's having trouble. If you manage to get your team nice and topped up, then the trick is just to go around very, very slowly and make sure that you are ready to annihilate as soon as that second round comes in. So, everybody's debuffs are basically gone. And here we are. Okay. So everyone on my team is going to get to go before their team does. Woo is stealthed up. So we actually, if we can, we have all of our specials ready to go. We're going to see if we can just hammer down Garmadon as fast as possible. Now, I am not going to use Woo's ultimate here, because if we do, and their Woo gets a turn, actually, no, I am going to use Woo's ultimate here. We'll just lock everybody else out of their abilities and put vulnerable on everyone. Now, Explore Aurora hits very, very weakly, so I am not going to use her to hit Lord Garmadon. I am, however, going to use the Yeti and his third ability to take him down in one hit. Boom! The Yeti. The Garmadon is down with the 16,000 point crit from the Yeti. Thank you, sir. Good night. Get out of my house is all I have to say about that. Get out of my house. Get out. Get out of my house. Ray Romano. Getting out of my house. Weird. All right, now I'm just being strange. Now let's go ahead and slow down the Woo on their team. Why? Because I've decided he deserves it. We're going to remove that dodge up from Woo. Thank you very much. I don't need you doing anything, sir. Get out of here. Just get out of here. Woo, I know you're going to plan to use your heal. That's perfectly fine. You do whatever you think you need to do. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just debilitate everybody. Yes, why not? We'll remove everybody's turn meter the next time they get hit. I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're going to remove Lloyd's turn meter first in order to prevent him from getting that turn and putting everybody into stealth. Now, I think I'm actually just going to heal with my Woo, just to keep him alive as best I possibly can. Everybody on the enemy team still has that debilitate up. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and heal up Woo again. And now, I know that Lloyd is going to be putting everybody into stealth. So let's see if I can get Naya out of the picture before that happens. No, not quite enough damage done to Naya. She's probably going to heal now. We'll go ahead and put the taunt up on the Yeti. He does get payback, which means that we are going to need, to the best of our abilities, to pull everybody out of stealth. Let's see if we can do it. First hit, no dice, no stealth removal. How about the second one? Yes, all right, DigiJ gets pulled out of stealth. Very nice, because DigiJ, I can smack you back. Now, funny enough, because Naya is still alive, smacking back on DigiJ is actually going to be kind of a problem, since Naya's just going to heal him all the time. But it is what it is. Oh, look at this. We can take Lloyd down right here, I think. We just need one more hit before he gets that heal off. Come on, take him down. Thank you. Now we're going to go ahead and take down our Naya. The only problem with Woo being on your team is what you just saw. Woo did his basic attack, and because the Yeti had the lowest health, he got stealthed, which means that his taunt has been removed. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take down Naya, and then we'll go ahead and turn that Dizzy into a stun on Digital Jables. We'll go ahead and remove that Hardy so that we can take him out. We lose 0 characters. 0. Very well done. An excellent, excellent ninja fight, showing the Ice Station Odyssey with the ability of the Ice Planet characters to actually remove all of those stealths from time to time. The addition of Wu on our team, helping to keep everybody alive. Very nice. Nailed it. Let's go ahead and put everybody into the excavation for tomorrow. I'm going to be way over. Attacker, City, Spooky. 1.6 million. 1.16 is what that was. All right, did I miss anyone? I don't think so. 1.2 million awesomeness getting put in the excavation for tomorrow. For tomorrow, I will have all foes losing 10% dodge. Yes! And all tank heroes starting with Hardy at the beginning of battle. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, guys, that's all I have for you on the stream today. Let me see if I can answer any more of your questions before we sign off. Reminder, tomorrow I will be back in New York, back with my setup with my green screen and my Yeti microphone. Hey, I just realized I just got the Yeti and I have a Yeti microphone at home. So everything will be back to normal. I hope that you have enjoyed the time that I have spent here in Austin, and I look forward to seeing you guys once I'm back at home. Now let's see what you guys had to say before I sign off, and then we'll call it a day. Jester Gogo, a million confirmed there will be some other events beside the one shown on the calendar. Yes, Jester, he did say that there would be more, but they didn't say what they would be. He said other events will be soon. Check Discord. The past few days was a whole lot of begging. And Jester, that's what we rely on from you, my man. And thank you for doing it. Jester Gogo, can all the heroes event come again? Yeah, right? Hey, Fancy, why do you not level up Iggy? He's so powerful. Stealthy, because he's actually very, very weak. There's a reason why nobody has leveled up Iggy, and it's because he's pretty weak. What headset am I using? I am using a relatively cheap Corsair headset, I think. Yeah, I'm using a relatively cheap Corsair headset. That's why you're hearing the sound quality that you're hearing. I think this headset cost me like 40 or 50 bucks. It is basically like the it is the very, very entry level gaming headset from Corsair. They make a lot of excellent products. I do use a lot of them at home. I do support that company with my money, although I don't know morally what they stand for, so I'm not making any moral judgments on the company, but they do make a lot of really, really great stuff. This, as an entry-level headset, has a little bit lower quality than a lot of their higher-level stuff does, but if you're looking for a headset, I do suggest that you're looking into them. Airwolf 3000. Oh, you're trying to talk about like which headset this could be. It's a clean looking headset, not with all that RGB stuff on it. Yeah, there's not a lot of lights on the headset, which I really do like. I do wish that the quality of the microphone were a little bit better. All right, guys. Well, that's what I got for you today. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I need to go pack my bags so that I can get on a jet plane and head back to New York. But thank you as always for being a part of the stream, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Later, everybody.